Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and today is Monday. Monday, for me, is a sober day. So, today, we're reviewing Monday, non-alcoholic whiskey. Before we get into this review, please do me that favor, like, comment, subscribe. Helps us out a ton, and we appreciate the support, but let's go ahead and get into this whiskey. First of all, before we go any further, I have to say, full disclosure, this bottle was provided to me by Monday itself, but by no other forms are they responsible for this. They are not paying me for this, so I'm just giving you my opinion. I don't know how to feel about this. Full disclosure, I've never tried this, never tried any sort of non-alcoholic whiskey. I don't really drink non-alcoholic stuff, but for people who, love whiskey but can't drink all the time, or maybe you have some sort of health issues and you need to take a few months off, but you still want to drink something that's whiskey-esque, maybe this is a good pick for you. So without further ado, let's get into the review. So Monday, zero alcoholic whiskey. So obviously this is kind of like an imitation whiskey. This is not whiskey. There's no alcohol in it, but it is kind of like an imitation whiskey that's kind of designed in order to allow you to keep up the ritual of drinking whiskey or whatever, or let you kind of cosplay drinking whiskey without actually consuming alcohol. This stuff is about $45 from their website. The ingredients I'm going to read off because, again, none of this is whiskey. It is spring water, natural flavors, citric acid, fruit, and vegetable juice for color, sodium, benzenate preservatives, and the monk fruit extract. To be honest, I've yet to find any imitation products that have ever tasted like or just as good as a real thing. My wife, she doesn't eat meat unless if it's fish. So I've tried a lot of those soybean, fake chicken nuggets, all those kinds of things. And honestly, none of them ever taste just like the real thing. So I'm excited to get into this and figure out, does it taste like it? Can it work? Does it make any sense? So without further ado, let's get into it. On the nose. So if you've ever had flavored whiskey, this kind of does smell like a cinnamon nutmeg, kind of like a baking spices flavored whiskey. It's so weird smelling whiskey that has no sort of like ethanol burn, juice. Because this is essentially like a weird amalgamation of like juices. There's a little bit of like a pencil, so it's like very heavy baking spice, cinnamon, and like pencils. Honestly, this is the closest whiskey I have, but it just doesn't have that like whiskey smell. Like we mention all the time, especially like on these like reviews and shit, you just deep dive, you're like, okay, this like, what does it smell like? It has those like general smells. Like it's very heavy, like there's this weird chemically note that's unlike whiskey, but then there's also like pencil shavings, brown sugar, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Not getting like a cherry-esque note at all. Like there's some very artificial like chemically note on there. But it has all those notes I would normally use to describe a whiskey, but it just doesn't smell like a whiskey. It doesn't have that same oomph, that body, that feel that like resonates whiskey, which I'm sure part of that's the alcohol, obviously. But like outside of that like weird chemically smell, they're all like relatively like whiskey notes. Maybe a little bit of oak, but there's like a chemically artificial note on the nose. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Oh no. Oh, I do not like that. Oh, why is that? Oh, no. It's like sour. It's like sour petrified fruits or Ugh, no, I'm not drinking that again. Nope. Oh, shit. Ooh. Oh, that went down the wrong way. Oh, man. I'm just not going to get that taste out of my mouth. It is. Ooh. It tastes like I drink like something bad. So obviously, I am not a fan of this. I do not like this. It has a weird, funky taste. I just can't get into it. That being said, so obviously, I'm not a buy on this. Full disclosure, not a buy. Sorry, Monday. Thanks for sending the bottle, but I'm not a buy on it. This is just not my jam. That being said, as an overall like substitute for whiskey, is it passable for whiskey? No, not even close. There's nothing whiskey-esque about it outside of just the borderline flavors, but I do think it is kind of a substitute because again, it has those borderline whiskey flavors. It has like nutmeg, cinnamon, a little bit of like a weird oaky flavor. It has like flavors you would find in a whiskey. It's just doesn't taste like a whiskey. It doesn't taste like a whiskey, but it might be passable in a cocktail. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll figure that out in the future. But that's a wrap for this video. Please do me that favor. Like, comment, subscribe. Do all those great YouTube-y things. Helps us out a ton, and we appreciate the support. Also, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon. The links for all that stuff are down there below. That's a wrap for this video. We will see you later.